What's up, millionaires? It's your boy Millionaire E coming at you with my first time going to Momocon. So, let's get started, y'all. So, if y'all don't know what Momocon is this convention where it has a whole bunch of other things that you can do. Like you can go see like actors or like listen to panels, but then also, buy things from other vendors who want to sell them. So it's kind of like, it's a manga anime convention. Now Comic-Con is like, I think, a comic convention, which I want to actually go to Comic-Con. But let's talk about Momocon. So, I had never heard about Momocon. And the first time I heard about it, or I believe it was 2020. 2022. No, 2020. I'm good. I'm correct. So 2020, I got a ticket for Momocon. And I was like, oh man, I'm ready to go. Because I was excited. The thing is I was excited for the vendors. Now, a lot of people would be like, oh, you get to see this actor, see that actor. I was more excited about the vendors because I was like, you can get stuff that you can possibly not get from, any other store. Now, we all know that, 2020 happened, and that happened where everything closed down. So, Momocon was, of course, they closed down. So then, the next day, the thing is, oh yeah, you get a rollover. So, since we're going to do it 2020, we'll do it 2021. Your ticket will roll towards that. So, then we get there, and it's like, okay, it's 2021. And 2021, still not open. So, the ticket rolls over to 2022. So, now we're here in the present, and today, Friday. And let me tell you, so, I was nervous coming up to this because it was my first time going to something by myself. Because it's like, even I've been to different, I've been to Buc-ee's, I've been to the comic convention, but it was a smaller comic convention. And Momocon is huge. Like, the vendor, I tell you, the exhibit hall is huge. It was big. So I was kind of nervous, and I'm like praying in tongues. I'm trying to pray in tongues or try to basically kind of get God to calm me down, because I'm like, I was nervous about it because this is my first time. So I get into there, and it's just calm because it's like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was. So I looked on my Instagram, and I think, because I follow Momocon, and it said that Momocon, the exhibit hall where the vendors are, opens at 10. And I know that they have arcade games. So I went over to play the arcade games, and I was playing the pinball machines, which, off note, I want to have a pinball machine in my dream house, because that's cool. You're hitting the buttons and stuff, and the ball's going ping, ping, ping around. That's really cool. And you don't even get tickets for it, but it's really fun. So then, I look at my phone, and it's basically 10. So I get into this vendor hall, or this vendor building, like exhibit hall. And Lord have mercy, I tell you not, I was like a kid in a candy store. There were so many vendors in there. I didn't even know what I wanted to buy. I would have walked out because I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to get. There were too much stuff. Like, it was that much stuff. And then also, another thing is the cosplayers. The cosplayers were so cool. Like, there was two cosplayers that I got a picture of. There was one dressed up as Aloy, and then the other one was Inosuke, which was hilarious. If y'all know who Inosuke is, he's from Demon Slayer. He was the dude, or the person who cosplayed, had basically put themselves in a bed, and it was the episode where Inosuke got his butt beat by a demon, and then he was like super depressed about it, and he just stayed in bed. And that's what that person cosplayed as. So you had like bubbles around saying like, oh, I'm Inosuke, I'm weak. So I was like, wow, that's really cool. I'm like, when it comes to cosplaying, I'm like, these people, it ain't like a, oh, I just cosplay. No, I'm like, it's a thing for them. So I'm like, I was like, hey, y'all, I want to cosplay next time I go. I just don't know what. But like I said, the vendor hall was amazing. There was so much stuff. There was stuff that you can get. There was like even, I think, art prints that those artists have made of, characters. Like I think I saw Stitch. I saw like a Smash Bros art print, which was cool. But I was like, it was just so much stuff. So, I get to the end of the hall, and it's just like this big, it's not like a hallway, but it's this big room. And I'm looking around, and I'm gonna show you actually what the stuff I got. So the first thing I got when I got at the end of the haul, I was looking through the comics and I saw it and I was like, immediately I gotta have it. Was this? Well, actually this. So you see this? One Piece Baroque Works. And what's really interesting to this for me is basically I have 4 omnibus, One Piece omnibus books. So you see Royal Rumble, you see this one, East Blue. Oh wait, yeah. East Blue and all these. So you see those? There we go. So I have all these. Now, what's interesting about it is because I have them kind of in a semblance of order. So, you know, this one is 10, 11, 12. And then, you know, I had 16, 17, 18. And then, you know, the next one here, 20, 23, 24. And then lastly, you know, 28, 29, 30. So they're kind of in order of the ones that I could get. And what makes this one interesting is this one right here. This one goes in the middle of these two right here. East Blue and the First of Baroque are these 2 books right here. So I'm so happy that I completed a set. So that's not the only thing I got. No, y'all, I got a lot more stuff. So the first thing is also another thing that you get is this really cool lanyard here. So if you can see that right there, see at the camera. So you see, this is the lanyard that I got. I think it's a lady with a, that looks like a violin. Yeah. So that looks really cool. And also, if y'all don't notice, y'all can see my shirt right here. This is a Momocon hero shirt. And that's Molly right here. So, the other things I got was, I got this really, really cool, I believe it's a print, Mega Man Legacy Collection right here. So you see that? Legacy Collection 2. Because I really like Mega Man. And also, on top of that, I also got this. Mega Man Complete Works. You see this book? Haven't opened it yet. But you see that? It's so thick and it's big. And then the last thing, I was so mad that I didn't get this earlier, was I got this Search for Sadiq right here. And the reason why I was mad is not because of the comic. It was more of because I did not see the Search of Sadiq or Tuskegee Heirs until I was almost leaving and I was out of money. So I was like, dang, I wanted to get so much stuff or some other stuff from there, but I didn't have enough, so I ended up getting the comic. But honestly, to say, this was a really nice experience for me. This Momocon, it was really, really nice. And I'm like, honestly, I do want to go again. And I really think I want to kind of cosplay, or at least do kind of like a calm cosplay, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Not too over the top, if y'all know what I'm saying. Because I came in there with just this on, with this Deku hoodie on it. But I was like, I want to cosplay because it was so cool to see all those people with different cosplays. And I was like, it was so cool. Now, remember, y'all, like the video, share it with your fam, and if you subscribe, click that bell icon to be notified for more videos. And I'll see you on the next video, y'all. And tell me, have you gone to Momocon? And if you have, what was your experience like? And I'll see y'all later, millionaires. Bye, y'all.